Well, hello there, and welcome to my channel. This is Gustavo Uribe, and today I'm going to talk about how to sound like a pro on the microphone. For all you recording artists out there, we're going to talk about common thing with, especially with rap artists or like rock artists or whatever, is they have this thing where they take drugs while they're in the recording studio, and actually, I'm gonna give you my 2 cents on that. It might actually have a negative effect on your voice, and I'm gonna explain why. So when you're actually doing your lyrics and stuff like that, if you like to do drink coffee or smoke weed or something like that while you write lyrics that and do your scratch tracks, that's totally cool. But when you're actually paying for recording time, or you're trying to get it really as best as you can in your home studio, I'm gonna share with you some things that I've noticed, and as a classically trained singer, some little nuggets of wisdom for you. Okay, so the first thing is you want to be sober. You want to be sober. You want to have room temperature water, and that's gonna do your vocal warm ups. Drink your room temperature water. If you drink cold water while you're doing any type of vocals, you're actually going to you're gonna actually lose your voice. I've seen it before on stage, and I've seen it, with other people. It's happened to me too. Like they'll give you ice water while you're performing or whatever, and you'll lose your voice. Cold beverages will, when you're doing your vocals, you will lose your voice. So don't drink cold beverages during or after your vocal session. Okay, it's really really important. Uh, Other things to avoid are like chips, nuts, or stuff like that that can kind of aggravate your throat. You want to stay away from that during and after your vocal session. So that being said, well, let's dive a little bit deeper. If you do want to, let's say smoke weed, for example, what happens is that kind of dries your mouth out, and even though you may think you sound cool or whatever, it's actually really difficult to do vocals when you have a dry mouth and stuff like that. So you may like play it back the next day, and it's not as precise or rhythmic as you want. So that's kind of a thing. Some rappers will glamourify doing drugs in the studio, but again, that's I don't know, man. If you're paying money to be in the hard-earned money to record those vocals best you can, I wouldn't recommend doing drugs to affect your vocals. Let's talk about coffee. Coffee. If I would drink maybe just a little bit of coffee, maybe like a little shot of espresso or something like that. But don't drink like a whole cup or 2 cups or whatever, or latte or whatever. That's gonna dry you out. Just get a little punch just to wake you up if you need a little bit of something. Common thing is tea. Uh, Tea is good, but I would again kind of stay away from that. Not too hot, maybe lukewarm, but uh, you know, not too much. Not too much. Um, let's see what else. Let me just check my notes here. Oh, okay. And then the other thing, of course, is alcohol. You know, Sometimes maybe a little bit of some, but again, what happens is the next day you play back those vocals and they're sloppy. So you may think that you sound really cool, but it's gonna be sloppy. So what happens with alcohol? If it's cold, it's gonna kill your voice, right? It also dries you out too, your throat and stuff. So you want to stay away from that too. Maybe just like a little shot of tequila or something, just kind of relax you if you want. But don't do too much. So the takeaway from this video is, this is my 2 cents. Regardless of what you may think, I would just stick to room temperature water. make sure you do your vocal exercises before you're gonna do your vocals for real, and then you'll get the best sound you can. I have a video on my playlist for recording artist tips of what I do for vocal warm up, for a quick warm up. Obviously, if you're like a super singer and you have an accompanist, pianist to help you do your scales and stuff, then do that. But like if you're, like a recording artist, or you're gonna perform on stage, and you don't have access to like a full force warm up, then watch that video. I'll show you how to do it. It's really quick and easy and effective. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please like, comment, subscribe, and just let me know what you think. This really helps me make better content for you guys, and I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you.